There is something strange about cameras. Sometimes they capture things that our human eyes cannot perceive. Sometimes details appear in photos which was never observed while taking the photo. But when the print is out, or when we go back and see in our gallery, there is the detail we missed. Maybe a shadow in the background, or some person, or a stranger captured in a picture, or a strange reflection, or your shadow acting weird, a strange orb floating around in the photo. For years, people have reported saying that they have captured something that human eyes couldn't capture. Most of the times, there is explanation for it. Maybe lighting fault, a camera error, or a dust particle, or just human imagination. But there's a ritual game based on entirely this. This is going to be fun. A game where camera becomes the only thing that helps you look around the things. Only way to see what's happening around you. It's well known as picture game. So according to the legends, your camera might capture something else if you do it correctly. This ritual starts at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is called the witching hour or the devil's hour, if we must say. It's the time when barrier between human world and the spiritual world thins and spirits get stronger. So the player must be completely alone. No humans, no pets, no one in the entire house. So the preparation is quite simple but scary. You're gonna have to be alone and you're gonna have to turn off all the lights. Just do it from the backwards if you're a really scared person. You're gonna have to turn off all the small lights and huge lights, nothing, no single lights coming from any of the direction. And then you're gonna have to turn your phone off too, at least put it on airplane mode so that you don't get any messages or notifications. So put it on do not disturb DND if possible. So you're gonna get no messages, no calls, no interruptions. Of course, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. From this point, once you turn off all the lights, once you're alone in the entire house, the ritual can begin. You're gonna have to stand in the middle of the house, and if it's a camera, take your camera out. If it's your phone, that's fine either way. You're gonna have to take a photo. This is your first photo in the middle of the house. So you're gonna take a photograph. Yes. But but there is one important rule. You must never look around the house with your own eyes. The only way you're gonna have to see through your surrounding is through your camera itself. Then you're gonna walk slowly through the entire house, room by room. You're gonna take photos as you go. At first, nothing usually happens. The photos are gonna show the same empty rooms as you remember, the same places, the same empty bedrooms, the same kitchen, the same hallways. But according to ritual, something will change after a few minutes. So the players say that they start seeing few little changes in their photos as they move on. It could be a dark shadow which was never there, or something out of place, or something that is rarely visible standing in the corner of the house. You're gonna have to keep taking the pictures and do not turn around. So, why is that true? Of course, most of the time, whichever ritual, there is something like this. Do not turn around. And here we have a reason. So let's say you're moving from room A to room B, room A to hallway, and then you see something weird in the photo you have captured in room A. But now you're in the hallway. So now do not look back. Just because you saw something or just because something would be standing behind you, it's advised for you not to look back, not to make contact with it. You're gonna have to keep moving, you're gonna have to keep taking pictures. And according to the legend, whatever the figure or whatever the dark shadow which appears little by little in your pictures keeps getting closer to you. Some people even say things get more darker and scarier as you go. You could be seeing figures in the hallway or dark silhouette in the stairs. Again, dark silhouette in the doorways or faces which are staring at you from the empty room. The scariest part is that when you enter the room, you see nothing, but when you are taking the picture, when you capture it, that's when it is there. When the player glances around the room, they see nothing. There is no shadow. There is no something looking at you from the empty space. There is no face. There is no silhouette when you see it with your own eyes. But when you capture in your camera, that's going to tell you an entirely different story about the picture. So this leaves us with the question: Can can our camera really capture what we cannot see? So remember, we started at 3 a.m. in the morning, and now we're gonna have to end the ritual at sharp 3:33 a.m. If you break this rule, if you play longer than 3:33 a.m., legends say that the game changes, and whatever was showing just inside your camera is now going to be seen inside your house. Because whatever appears in your photos, which was trapped in your camera, is no longer trapped in your camera. It is somewhere inside your house, watching and waiting for you.